Hello. I think now audio's on. On time.
Success.
On time.
Success.
Success also. 1 second. This wig was supposed to. This. Whatever. You guys. Whoever's. 1 second. Yeah. When my full intro. There you go. This is my John Wick intro.
So wait, 1 second. Today we're talking about John Wick and Dungeons and Dragons. So why have you come as Leslie Lewis from Colonial Cousins? It makes no sense.
Sunny Tapagamadagarisa. Oh Jana. Okay. First, before we start, I would just like to give a shout out to everybody in the chat who has taken the role of Indian paparazzi. Everyone who is saying Jiji, Ikre, Jiju, Nikwa. Just some of the most beautiful things that the Indian paparazzi has said. I just want to give a shout out.
The Indian paparazzi has also said that the wig looks like John Wick's dog is on Sahil's head. What's the Paps won it?
Ekute. When Quickstyle also came, right? There's a video online. It's actually a lot of fun. When Quickstyle also came, the paparazzi went wild. Okay, and there's a video I've shared where they have just said random stuff like the guy's foot is in the camera. They want the Virat Kohli cameo, right? So they wanted to get Virat Kohli. So guy's foot is in the camera and they are screaming. 1 second. They are screaming, pair, Perry, which has to be the most logical read this thing. Then yes, as this one said, what do you call it, Devesh. Then they scream, BDS, give a side, BDS. And my favorite, bouncer, pet hata.
I love it. Can I just say that I'm a huge fan of Indian pap lingo, alright? Because these people know, they are extremely smart, alright? And compared to the way paps are like in other places in the world, these people know they're extremely chill, actually.
Yeah.
And they're very they know exactly what to say that will get somebody to look in their direction, right? And their job is what? The job is that you want yours to be the camera that gets the shot of the person looking directly at it. So the more absurd the thing you say, the more a chance of getting an actual reaction on that person's face, as opposed to it just being like on this thing. And two, a higher chance that someone will look like. I am a huge fan of Jijaji Sharma. Like, I think that is quality roasting right there. All right, like if you're gonna do it, that is how it is done. You got a white boy at an Indian ceremony, and he walks away, and you say Jijaji Sharma is too funny. Okay, that is too good.
Ever want to entertain yourself, this is just the edited version. You do unedited versions of Indian paparazzi and just the stuff that they are saying constantly in the background. My favorite, I've mentioned this on the stream at least twice or on a different stream. I think I had done it on a TIS episode also. There is this wedding, okay, which is happening. And everyone is coming and everyone is taking photos, and Sanjay Dutt is there and Jackie Shroff is there, and there is one person who literally one chick, she comes and she like, photo nahi loge hamara, and literally I hear the paparazzi go, hut. And that crassness is so funny.
But I mean, there's no misreading that answer, is my point, right? It's like, get on with your day. Yeah. Nobody's time is wasted here, which I guess on some level one has to. My favorite is Ujita and Abbas do this really great podcast about movies.
Has it aged well?
Has it aged well, right? and she's told a really great story. Ujjwala has this great story about when this nepotism thing was going on. Shakti Kapoor was walking around, and the paps was like, and one of the paps is shouting, uh, "तो आप nepotism use करके आपके बेटी को role दोगे क्या?" And Shakti Kapoor looks at the pap and said, "खुद role नहीं मिल रहा, बेटी को खिला के दूंगा." Okay, this is I full credit to Urjita for this story. This is
No,
this is
no,
her
they
story.
some celebs have finally
But
reached
it's
that
too
level, you
funny.
know. Yeah, yeah.
It is too funny. खुद नहीं मिल रहा है film.
Some celebs have reached that level of utter chill with the paps. Like Sanjay Dutt is smashed when he meets the paps and like, तुम लोग पे whiskey पे हो गए क्या? Whiskey सबके लिए whiskey लेकर आओ. Jackie Shroff has this plant stuff going on. Like it's just it's a beautiful
Jackie
thing.
and the plant are a vibe, dude. I have to say, Jackie and that plant are an absolute vibe, and that is hottest accessory of the season.
Dude,
right?
she
Like,
came with a chain in one event. I was seeing research. He's come with a chain with a plant hanging around his neck, and he's told people के like oxygen आ रहा है. Exactly as SK said. झाड़ लगाने का बिडू, झाड़
Like,
लगा.
he has an Instagram account, dude. Paid Lagao Bhidu. Like, that's a thing. There's an Instagram account. You know that. Paid Lagao Bhidu is an Instagram account.
No.
So there's Jackie Shroff's account, and then in his bio, he also has the link to Paid Lagao Bhidu, which is a real thing.
Oh my god,
right?
my mind
And
is
the
being
man
blown.
is 100, and I say this with absolutely no irony. He is committed to the bit. All right, like straight up, he's like, look, मैंने ठेका लिया ना, like plants, पौधे लगाने का.
Nice.
मैं मतलब करेगा हर जगह. I will rep this shit hard. And I will say this, in a world of insincere ass brand ambassadors, this man is the real deal. He is batting for trees.
No,
That is spectacular.
I
To be fair, if my son was a tiger, I would also very much bat for more trees. But
this is a damn funny thing. Jackie Shrubs. That's very funny, Devesh.
Jackie Shrubs.
अच्छा सॉरी सिद्धार्थ ने बोला फैन बंद करो ठीक है मैं फैन रिड्यूस करता हूँ also forgot to say this but firstly Tara thank you for the super chat we've got 80 people watching 24 likes ये क्या नाइंसाफी है हाँ ये क्या है चीटिंग करता है तुम लोग you know the drill guys अभी मुझे कितना भीख मांगना पड़ेगा ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, league members, everybody who is here, I would urge all of y'all, one second, cat coming through. I would urge all of y'all to please press the like button, and comment like a wild person because the more you comment, the more people know that the stream is online and the more people come to watch. So like the bow, Janta, and we will start the chit chat with all the things that we have to talk about. I think we should just...
What have you watched this week? I mean just as the movies, etc.
You know, yeah.
What else have you been doing? Because I've seen you talking about Brandon Sanderson and stuff like that. So please, in general, tell me about what your pop culture bucket has been like.
I was literally going to tell you that from next episode onwards, we should do like, you know, the news does the headlines of the week, right?
Yeah.
We should take
What's in your pop culture bucket this
5
week?
minutes, we should do the pop culture bucket. For me, okay. And I did that also. I DM Brandon Sanderson. I said, big fan, can you come on Binge-O-Clock? He's not yet replied, but if the off chance that he does, oh my god, it'll be
That's
a dream
cool. I'm gonna start reading then.
Buddy, Miss Bond, I am tired of telling you. I'm not going to say it anymore.
Buddy, it's not on you. This is 100% on me.
Yeah.
And we have had this conversation before. Currently, I am on a journey. I'm on a bit of an eat, pray, love journey where I'm rediscovering a love for games that I had sort of let slide over a few years. I think what used to happen, especially with I mean, you were around, right? Like when we were like 2013 to 2018, like AIB, we were working 24/7, 365, and we were essentially firing on. And gaming just doesn't happen under those circumstances, other than like a quick game of FIFA or all of those things. So I feel like a lot of like the PS4 generation actually just, other than like the AAA games, just sort of flew by.
What are you on now?
And so I just finished a lovely game called Bastion. By Supergiant Games. It's a 2011 game. I would highly recommend everybody play it. It's a really nice, small little game. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it is also available for iOS among other platforms. So that's how, like, in the sense, resource lean that game is. I played it on the Switch, and it's just it's cute, it's fun, it's got like it's one of those indie games that's just very like it's very nice, great platforming, great weapons, great art style.
I'll check it out. I'll check
Very,
it
very
out.
fun game. But yes, Mistborn, I know I need to do Mistborn. When I get back to reading, I promise you that will be the first thing that I jump into. Or if he agrees to come on the podcast, in this case, I will speed read the shit out of them. You have my word.
But you will
I will be
speed
caught
read
up.
it. It's one of those
I give you my
books
word.
I would recommend anybody in the chat, anybody, and because we'll be going into D&D and we'll be talking about D&D, I swear to God, I have never seen anyone write with one such ferocity. Two, just the world building is just, oh my God, it blows my mind. And last but not the least, the fight sequences. Oh God, the fight sequences and the magic system of Mistborn. Dude, okay, so Mistborn 3 books I finished long ago. Okay, so I said, I'll try the new Brandon book. My new Brandon book is called Way of Kings. It's got 1,000 pages. It's literally
nice.
This thick. I finished the first one. He's written 4, so it's around 4,000 pages that I'll be reading. But I finished the first one and I was like, Brando, why are you so... I mean, okay, it is slow. It is a lot of world building.
Okay.
But after a point, you're like, how is it possible?
I've read Neil Stephenson. World building doesn't scare me.
Yeah.
If I could get to the first 150 pages of Anathem, I can get
Yeah, then you can get through.
any world building.
Then you can get through.
At all.
So that's my reco. Mistborn. In terms of TV shows, I'm honestly just watching Succession, Ted Lasso, and all of that stuff. Basically just chotu things that are coming, not focusing on any major this thing. But yeah, since we are on that tangent, I would like to say, if we are talking about world building, I think we should definitely get D&D out of the way.
Okay, yeah. Yes.
Actually, you know what? No, give me your bucket list. I told you what my bucket list is.
Okay, my pop culture bucket this week has been, I finished Bastion, which was fun. I'm also playing Hollow Knight, which is a really fun game. Again, very cool, like sort of side platformer slash action, literally, no pun intended, slash action.
Nice.
Just again, what's nice is there's this whole sort of genre of indie games that's just essentially the sort of Kong slash Mario slash Meat Boy style jump around platformer, but which just gets sort of elevated with great art style, music, and story.
Nice.
So they're just and they're great, and I found them to be like really fun between like gigantic AAA games, right? Like between A Last of Us and A Last of Us 2, and now Jedi Survivor is coming in April 20. So I'm waiting. I'm gonna do these little games in the middle of that. And the great thing is they're better on price. A lot of these games, these indie games, they are cheaper. They are smaller in terms of space that they take on your console or on your computer. Like Bastion is iOS ready. Like if I'm not mistaken, at one point they released a browser version. So that's how sort of chill it is. But what they just do within those limitations is so beautiful. And I know that there's going to be a bunch of people watching that will probably write in the comments, well, congratulations on waking up because this shit's been around for ages. But it's been fun reconnecting with that. So Bastion, Hollow Knight. While I've been on the video game thing, I have also been listening to a podcast called Watch, Play, Listen.
Okay.
Which is hosted by, among other people, Troy Baker, who is the voice of Joel in the Last of Us games. And he's one of the 3. I mean, they're all very good hosts because there's him, and I'm forgetting the names of the others, but they're all sort of game industry, either insiders or journalists. So it's actually just a great podcast where it's a freewheeling conversation, but it just keeps coming back to how games are made and how games are built and behind the scenes industry stuff. And this stuff is actually just, how much we know about, like, every frame of painting or book podcast. The game industry is actually surprisingly opaque that way, right? We don't know a lot about it in the same way that we know studios and that we know, authors and the way publishers and things like that work. So it's actually really interesting listening to them because they start talking about how how open world games are made, and then that led me down a rabbit hole about procedural game engines and story decisions and things like that. And it's crazy. It's just crazy what these people are doing and the sort of art that's being created and the spectrum of it. And again, I know a lot of people are going to be like, wow, I can't believe. But like I said, I've been having this reconnection.
No, fair.
With this thing that like I'm feeling a level that I haven't felt since like PS2, PS3 kinship with my console right now.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are like, stream it, etc., whatever. But that's the thing. it's outside, it's plugged into my TV, and it's my home theater, and I want to stream and all, but also it's for me.
No, I get
It's
it.
for me, and I'm enjoying it so
And the
much. And my
problem with
pop culture bucket
streaming,
has,
the problem
yeah,
with streaming is then you have to be a streamer. You're not a gamer, right? So you're like,
yeah,
content aa raha hai, are people getting bored? Am I being
exactly.
funny? It's just you're like, and then people are like, oh, why did you shoot so badly, noob? I'm like, just shut the fuck up, dude. Let me play my game quietly, dude. I don't want you to see me
Yeah.
switch to easy mode to fight the
Yeah,
boss battle.
exactly.
I don't want you to
Exactly.
see me
Yeah,
do that.
yeah. I'm 40 years old. I don't play in story mode, but I don't play in hard mode. Like that's not what I'm doing. I prefer a challenging single run through as opposed to dying in the same place
Yeah, exactly.
50,000 times.
No,
So it's just-
I'm not going to be ashamed to admit it. My last half an hour of God of War, I was so tired of the game. I just did easy mode so I could finish it off. I'm like, I don't want
yeah,
to play
right.
this anymore.
Exactly.
Just
Like
bold
Last
up.
of Us 2, without giving any spoilers to people who might have played the game, I'm going to say a word. Seattle Day 3, Hospital Basement, Rat King. All right. There are times when I'm playing that level and I'm just like, I had to pause and be like, I'm supposed to be doing this for fun. I'm supposed to be doing this like as an enjoyable thing. I'm so just afraid and panicked
Yeah.
and just scared
Yeah.
and not at all in a good place.
Yeah,
Now.
it's
So,
yeah,
yeah.
there's a lot. There's a lot. You know what, Ron? I think we should really do a next stream should be video games because there's a lot that we have to
Come on.
talk about.
Come on.
There's just so much because even right now while you were saying this, I wanted to mention a game, but the discussion will get sidetracked. So
It's okay. Do it. Mention a game. We're
Man,
Pop Culture Podcast. We're having fun.
I started this stream. I started this channel in lockdown. I was streaming Resident Evil, okay, and I used to love playing that game.
Ooh.
But there was one point of time, the guy Shaval Chacha, everyone, whoever follows me since then will know Shaval Chacha. That one guy, there was one level where again and again and again I would die, and I'm like, you can't even change like settings, and I'm just wait. And the day I killed him, I'm
Oh
not
my
even
God.
kidding. I have gone
my
to my
God.
TV and said, fuck.
Yeah. It's like killing your first Berserker in God of War, right? Or your
Yeah.
first Valkyrie, where you're just like,
Piece of shit.
fuck you so much.
Just.
So much. Like, just screw you so hard right now.
Oh man, and
Yeah.
that's Resident Evil 7, and if I'm not wrong, there's another Resident Evil. I don't know if it's in the same 7 or where is it. There's a different one where you have to run around and there's a dude chasing you, okay, and that gives you so much anxiety. I forgot what his name is.
So
but
much.
He
So much anxiety.
he runs through he goes through. If you enter a room, he crawls behind the door. And just I don't want to do this. I want to have fun. I want to be sweet. I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. So
yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
happy. I'm just happy
Yeah.
being with that. Okay, since we are in the topic of games, I will slightly segue
Yes.
into D&D because
Roll a d20 to check if your slyness
it's
succeeds.
my dice is in the
Okay,
corner right
fine.
now.
Let's just assume.
but
Let's just auto
it's a
check
nat
that
20.
one.
It's a nat 20.
It's a
Let's
nat
just- it's a
20.
nat
It's
20.
critical hit. Let's just say that. Okay, first things first. I'm gonna take 5 minutes to explain to people who
Please
might
do.
not know what Dungeons and Dragons is. Okay, because I've given great thought to how I would try to succinctly explain this. So imagine any open world game that you've ever played, or any game that you've ever played, and imagine a story that could be exactly that complex in a time where there's obviously no technology that allows it. All right. So what do? You strip it down to its basics. You give your players characters. What would be your character menu in an open world game today, or your inventory or whatever? That's your sheet with stats. Each player has one, and you can be multiple things. You can be one of multiple races. You can be an elf. You can be a human. You can be a gnome. You can be a dark elf. You can be so many. You can be a tiefling. You can be dragonborn. You can be any one of these multiple races, and each of those races gives you certain inherent strengths and weaknesses. And then you can be a class on top of that race, where you can be like, oh, I'm a fighter or a wizard or this, that. And using that, essentially, a dungeon master gives you a situation where I'll just be, if Sahil is playing, I'll just be like, you come to a burning cart in the road, and an orc comes running towards you with his sword held high, and like you would in an open world game, you'll basically be like, oh, obviously I hit X to attack, right? Except here, X to attack is, you'll tell me, oh, I reach out with my sword, and what I'll ask you to do is roll a dice. It's just really that simple.
Yeah.
I ask you to roll a dice.
Yeah.
You roll a high enough number, you swung your sword, and you hit the
Success.
orc.
It's successful.
Success. You roll a low enough number, you have to describe for me how you managed to fuck up something as simple as swinging a sword at an orc. And from that, you build out. And the thing is, it is open world in the sense that any decision you make, anything that you do, as long as the physics of the world allow it, I have to go with it. So if your entire thing is that I decide to find a field of marijuana or whatever, I have to be like, okay, go search. And then I have to in-game just try and come up with some sort of, what would a magic effect of, so we came across this thing where these players of mine found some, this thing, and one of my friends, of course, said, I want to smoke it. And they're like, hey, smoke it. And then they smoked it. And I immediately made
some
a
shit happen.
monster appear out of the wood. No.
You fucking dungeon masters.
No. It gets better. It's way more fun than that. I think it was way more fun than that. I first said, as you get high, you suddenly realize you are not in your own body. And I made them pass their character sheets.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
I made them pass their character sheets to their right. And then I made a monster attack and I gave them no time to come to terms with their wizard spells or come to terms with if they suddenly change into this thing or whatever. And all rolls happened at disadvantage. And it was basically just 5 stone fuckers fighting a monster. And it was very, very entertaining. And if anybody would like to DM,
that's so evil.
Please feel free to steal that idea as a random
so
travel
evil.
quest.
That's so evil.
As a travel quest. Please feel free to do that. I enjoyed doing that very much.
I feel like, okay, so like I'll just quickly explain what the game is from a layman perspective. Rohan gave you a proper like explanation from a person who's a dungeon master. So I'll give it from a layman perspective. Basically, a dungeon master is someone who's in charge of the story. Okay, so he'll tell you, you're going straight, you see a house, there's a wind blowing, what do you want to do?
I'm the AI basically.
Yeah. And
I'm the AI in the game.
Yeah, exactly. And you're the player. So you have to tell the dungeon master that, okay, maybe I want to enter the house. And then the dungeon master tells you, okay, you enter the house. This is what happens. Monster has attacked. But the main aim of the game is 3 things. Okay. Number 1, as Rohan clearly explained, the dice defines everything. Between up, if you're a higher number, it's a success at whatever you do. Finding something, attacking something, doing something, casting a spell. If you're a lower number, it's a fail. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, the reason why the game is so much fun is because it is a, how do I explain it? It is a group co-player activity where everyone is being a character.
It's a group story building game basically.
Yeah.
It's a group story building game, and the thing is, you don't get to build the story on your own.
Yeah.
Because you might have an idea of where you want to take the story, but today if one of your group members decides to be chaotic because they decide to be chaotic,
yeah, of course,
you have to roll with it. Like, that's what happens. And as a result of that, it's just like this I would just recommend it as a creative exercise to everyone.
I would suggest
like
anybody. There are enough D&D India servers, and I think we'll put links also if we can find some places where you can play it online. All you have to do is basically be someone that you are not. Exactly as Ramit said, it's improv but for games. It's exactly like that.
Yeah, it's literally
I can't describe it even better than that. But oh my god, the thrill of being in a fight with 6 different people where you're like fighting a common monster and you're like, okay, it's my turn now. Oh, I'm going to cast a spell.
Oh man.
Oh, I failed.
Yeah.
Fuck, someone save me. Okay, well, what are you going to do?
And some fails are so hilarious, like, because they're describing actions that should be unfailable.
Yeah.
Like, it should literally be like, I slash out at the dude in front of me. And then you roll like 1.
Okay, so it has been a long time since I've played with, like, I have 2 groups. Cheating. But with my old group, okay, there is this one thing that I did, okay, which I would like to share. Love it. I
have little spellbook cards. I have my little dice box.
Yeah.
Inside which is my other dice box of more dice.
Where did he go? It's not in his mouth this time. Yeah, I've got a small little beholder action figure, and I've got my dices in this thing. And
the crown jewel.
That is so cool.
It is a Rick and Morty D&D campaign. Yes, it is, sir. It is indeed. It's a freaking Rick dungeon.
So, Nihal, D&D is not a costly hobby because honestly speaking, if the dungeon,
No,
whoever,
it's
yeah,
not.
it's not. You can play it.
So it's like any hobby in the sense that if you want it to be an expensive hobby, it absolutely can be. All right. If you want it to be an expensive hobby, it actually, but all you really need to start D&D, all right, is literally 5 friends with time, 5 pieces of paper, 5 pens, and a set of dice. The only thing that you actually need that you'll have to pay money for is the polyhedral dice. If you don't want to, there are dice apps
Buddy,
that you can use
buddy,
that are
no,
free.
no.
And everything else for D&D is available, like rule sets, character sheets, etc.
dndbeyond.com.
They are all available for free. The player's handbook is available for free. All of that stuff, the rules. There are 100 websites on earth that have the rules. Also, the important thing about the rules is, and this is the single most important D&D rule, all right? Get the basic rules in place. After that, never stop the game to litigate rules. All right? Whether you're a DM, whether you're a player, never stop the game to litigate rules. Just roll with it. If there's a point at a DM where you have to be like, oh, I should go look this up. Don't look it up. Decide on the spot. Move on. And most importantly, follow my favorite D&D rule, which is also a great rule in life. It is the rule of cool.
Ooh.
Which is that if a player suggests something
Ooh.
that is cool, then the rule of cool supersedes all else, where you go, you know what, I have to allow it. That's just cool.
Yeah.
And so the rule of cool makes the game especially fun.
Man,
so yeah,
I'll tell you, okay? So, my old group, I'll give you a great example of just utter bullshit that has happened, okay? In my old group, I was a chaotic character. A chaotic character.
Of course you were.
I wanted to be chaotic. First time you're always chaotic, and I'm like, I love chaos, okay? So, I stole a statue from a dead body that was supposed to be shared by all of us, and I hid it in my house. And everyone else, one of the guys was like, I want to find out where the statue is. So, he entered my house, and so it was basically he is telling the dungeon master, okay, can I check the first floor? So the dungeon master is like, okay, check the first floor, and only the dungeon master and I know where the statue is actually hidden. He went through my entire house. He stole my rations, okay? I had 4 packets of food. He stole that, okay? Fucking bastard. He did everything, but he didn't find out where the statue was hidden. And I swear, those 2 hours where he was running around searching, all of us are just like, where will he find it? And I'm being so quiet and tight-lipped because it's hidden.
like just nothing.
It's
just nothing.
hidden in the most obvious place. And I know he may be watching this, so I will still not reveal it. But
Don't do it.
The sheer genius. And the second group, in fact, I'm going to Bangalore for a show next week. I'm going one day early because they used to play physically, and I used to be on the Zoom call. So I'm like,
Right.
yo, I need to be physically
No,
in
gotta do
the
it physically.
room.
Also, if any of you, and I mean this, if any of you have a 3D printer or have a friend with access to a 3D printer, you know those miniatures that you see in the games, there are a bunch of free 3D printable files that are available, like on Thingiverse, etc., to get, to then you can just sort of print them yourselves. So, yeah, I'm not deep down this rabbit hole at all. I don't know why you would say that. What a silly thing to say.
I just would
Also-
like to say it's fun. It is so.
You guys know Joe
geeky.
Manganiello? Do you guys know that
Bro!
Joe Manganiello mean anything to you guys?
Bro,
He was Deathstroke in the Snyderverse.
he's a stripper in Magic Mike, man.
He's a
My
stripper
God.
in Magic Mike. He is married to Sofia Vergara.
I mean,
I would absolutely 100% urge you to check out Joe Manganiello D&D games. If you've ever wondered about whether D&D is cool or not, all right? And if any of your friends ever question it, I need you, it is extremely important that you point them to Joe Manganiello's D&D table, which is, if there is such a thing as a high-powered, high-roller nerd table. Like, if there's a table I want to one day
sit at.
like
yeah.
wheedle into through any kind of skullduggery, fuckery, whatever it takes to sort of get there. That would be the table.
I would just like to.
but,
I would like
yeah.
to give you a few resources. Okay, first things first. As Rohan said, if you think 3D printing figurines and all, it's like ठीक है चल थोड़ा effort डाला है. Imagine when you're a huge celebrity and you have celebrity friends and you have no dearth of money or resources. That is Joe's room. If you watch the YouTube videos, you will be like, what is this elite club that I want to be part of?
To put in perspective, he has a room that is maybe 3 times the size of this room,
Yeah.
but only for D&D. Like that's his D&D room.
Abhi kya bole? Then there has been, if you
But,
type
yes.
D&D videos, there's been a D&D game that's been going on for 40 years. 40 years the campaign has been going on for. It is such a fascinating. There is that.
As you start playing D&D with your friends, you will realize that this means they have probably had about 9 sessions.
Yeah.
Because that is how difficult it is to coordinate 6 people to sit down, 6 adults to sit down for 7 hours.
We have not played for 2 months. It's been
Exactly. So if they've been going for 40 years, it makes complete sense.
Adi, great
And
question.
also, by the way, there's a group called Desis and Dragons. There's a YouTube channel and a group called Desis and Dragons
Oh, okay.
that do D&D.
Okay.
So, and that do sort of online D&D videos as well. So please also go check out their stuff. They're on YouTube and they're on Instagram and all of that as well.
Adi, if you want to watch a great series for D&D online, just check Critical Role, right? Check Critical Role.
Critical Role, Matt Mercer. But also please remember, you
All
don't
of
have
them.
to be Matt Mercer, all right? You don't have to be Matt Mercer. That don't fall prey to unrealistic
No, of course.
DM expectations.
If you really want to just start off your Dungeons and Dragons quest without playing the game but getting a gist of how much fun people can have, basically Critical Role is a bunch of voice actors. They played the game and they did the series where all the voice actors are playing the characters, and eventually it turned into an Amazon show called The Legend of Vox Machina. I would highly recommend. Please watch The Legend of Vox Machina to understand what a typical D&D game could be. The entire thing has come out of their imagination. That entire script is out of their imagination. It's out of a session that they played, and that's what they turned into a TV show. So if that is what happens when you're playing, it's a world, it's a trip. I am still at the most basic level of dungeon playing. I know that there are higher levels, there are higher beasts, there are monsters, there are spells to unlock. I found out too late that I had a dragon that I could have carried around as a pet, but I didn't upgrade my class in time. There's just... Okay. There's too much.
I'm just putting it out there.
There's too much.
I'm just putting it out there. If you do want to sort of spend starter money, available on Amazon, delivering in 2 weeks' time, is the D&D starter set, which I am seeing right now for about $2,200. You need between your entire table 1 starter set. So if there's 5 of you playing, you can chip in and you can buy the starter set. It's got about 5 or 6 ready player character sheets. It's got a bunch of dice. It's got a bunch of other stuff that will help you get started. And I'm seeing it right now for around that much. So that's another way to also do it.
Yeah. Just a quick super chat pause. Okay, you have to discuss Blue Beetle Barbie simulates Spidey Hypnotic. Oh my god, बहुत है discuss करने के लिए.
बहुत है.
Samarpan 6 months. Yes, congratulations for being a member for 6 months. Oh my god, thank you so much for supporting this channel. Really appreciated. Utkarsh has said super excited for Asteroid City. Wes Anderson cast is stacked.
That was a pretty cool trailer.
What a great trailer. I mean,
that was a cool trailer.
Man,
weird cool trailer.
If we have to talk about trailers, we will run out of time.
Blue Beetle.
Run out of time.
So let's just very quickly, alright? Asteroid City, great trailer. Blue Beetle, yes, it looks like a mix of 100 other superhero movies.
Blue Beetle, I'm
fun.
like...
It was fun. I like it because fun Milo should be fun.
Okay, I will just put it this way. Blue Beetle is one of those movies OTT pe dekhenge. Okay, I'm not going to the theater to watch it. I love Zolo. I love him. I love Cobra Kai, but I saw the trailer.
Fair enough.
Like, I know what this is going to be. Big sky fight, CGI, nahi dekhna. Barbie... Very interesting.
Barbie, great trailer.
Very
I've been super excited about this movie ever since I heard that like Greta Gerwig, Margot Robbie, and Ryan Gosling of all people were involved, and I think it could be really fun.
What a
it's an astonishing cast.
Cast.
And
the
great
set,
thing is that
everything about it.
It's wild. It looks like the Lego movie came to life, and it's great. And I mean that in the best possible way.
And it's funny. The trailer is actually funny. It's cool.
Great. It's fantastic. I have great hope for Barbie as a movie. I'm talking like awards contention for Barbie as a movie. Is where I'm gonna put like my money in terms of Barbie. Spider-Verse.
Yeah, sorry. I just want to before we get to that real quick. Parjania said if Blue Beetle is not good, can we call him Ghan Solo, which has to be You know
I
what?
mean,
Take a
I
slow clap,
mean,
Pajania.
take
Take a
it,
slow clap.
take
You
it,
deserve
take
it.
it, take it,
You deserve
take
it.
it,
You
take it,
deserve it, Pajania. You
take it,
totally
take it.
deserve it for that joke.
Just take it. Just
Okay, I have to say it. Across the Spider. Hmm.
best Spider-Man movie is now gonna get another best Spider-Man movie.
Bro, you have obviously Oscar is there. So oils member represent
Of
oils.
course,
We have to
of
be there.
course.
Okay, we have to get our certificates and watch it. But more than that,
I will always count as one of my proudest moments, being one of the few people that actually went and saw Into the Spider-Verse in the theater.
hell
And
yeah,
my first experience was not on like a TV screen, and it was just one of the most joyous cinematic
bro.
experiences of my entire life.
I have never seen animation that has blown my mind like Into the Spider-Verse. I have never seen a story like for me, the one thing that will always be the thing that really will hurt me is my favorite hoodie was an Into the Spider-Verse hoodie that I had. I used to wear it everywhere, and one day I accidentally left it at Bangalore airport, and I've not got it back ever since. And I that hoodie, the look, just it meant so much to me because that
I
movie
can
meant
imagine.
so much to me, dude. I have never ever seen a movie that for me in Spider-Man stories, it's that and then Spider-Man the video game and then all the other Spider-Man movies, dude.
100%, 100%, 100%. It's just too good.
And Across the Spider-Verse, Oscar, I said
And
yes, Jake Johnson,
and
yes,
also, you're like,
Prabhakar!
you're like, okay, they did the Spider-Man meme in No Way Home. We
What?
will quadru mega
With
billion double
every
down on
Spider-Man!
that shit
With
with literally every Spidey imaginable, right? Like, just too good. Too
Listen,
good.
guys, I have never ever like been so excited for Spider-Man. This and Spider-Man 2 the game are the only things that I'm like, please, 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 I
And they're both
really
this
want.
year.
Yes, as SK said, Therapist Spider-Man is hilarious.
Therapist
Dude,
Spider-Man was too funny, dude.
that sequence
Therapist Spider-Man was too that. Yeah. Then they just
everyone walks through, that is my wallpaper. Okay,
beautiful.
every day I look at it and I'm trying to observe more and more. There is a horse Spider-Man, there is a pink spider. Just
Adi's right. It's the year of the spider.
it is
It's the year of the spider. Just too good.
Samarpan, yes, please. If you get me that hoodie, oh my god, I will love you. And yes, the Earth 1999, the 1999.
Yes.
Bro, it's gonna be a great movie. I can put it hands down.
I have faith and I have hope. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it is the first in a two-part sequel, essentially. So it's not its own movie. It's across the, if I'm not, it's Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. So
Take all my money. Take it.
they're 100% going to Empire Strikes Back us on this.
Take it.
There's going to be the darkest of theories. They retitled Part 2 to Beyond the Spider-Verse. So
Just take it. Just please take it. I don't want to discuss. Just
they're gonna give us one of those Han Solo and Carbonite moments, or they're gonna give us like a snap moment, and
I don't want to read theories. I'm very happy believing.
It's not even about. It's just gonna happen.
All
it's just gonna
the
happen.
Spider-Man
you don't leave us.
coming
You don't announce two movies without like saying, "Oh, we'll give the first one a happy one," because that's what worked for Infinity War. That's what made Endgame all that money. The happy ending at the end of Infinity War.
I think, but like with Spider-Verse, they can take risks, right? If a character dies, a character dies. It's not like, no, he'll be back for his own miniseries on Disney. Sorry, I was going to say Disney Plus Hotstar.
I can't lose Peter B, man. I can't do it.
I can't.
Do it.
All that trailer has made me so happy watching.
Oh man, just
all of it. I have again new rock stars. I'm looking at Eric was telling me all the hidden references I missed. He did an entire 10-part series, out of which 8 part is identifying each Spider-Man in that Spider City.
But also, you know what? That's the thing though with Into the Spider-Verse as well. I have no doubt that all the little Easter eggs, etc., all of that will be cool. but I just hope they replicate the heart of the first film, because that film had, I think, some of the greatest heart I've seen in like an American animated film outside of like old Pixar. You know what I'm saying? Like just pure fucking good heart. Like you feel it, the relationship between him and his parents. You know, the whole thing, that scene where he falls up, that upside down scene,
dude,
basically.
that
symbolism,
shot, the symbolism
thing, beautiful,
of that shot.
yeah. Just so beautiful. He fucking rises towards it and when, dude, like the Uncle Aaron did, I was just like, no.
Dude, everybody should just, okay, there are enough video essays if you want to just watch for A, how Spider-Verse changed animation forever, B, the choto things that they did, like for example when they threw a bagel while running away from the scientist's lab, the text came bagel, you know, stuff like that. Choto things. Uncle Aaron, the sound of how Uncle Aaron's this thing noise was made, okay, I think they use keys scripted against something, or maybe no, that's for the TARDIS. But just please watch all the video essays online and you will be blown away with just the detail that has gone into every aspect, story, emotions, moments, just
and background score. It still, for my money, has the greatest background score of any Spider-Man media like ever since the original Spider-Man theme was invented. Daniel Pemberton's score is on, like, I have it. It's one of my running playlist songs. Especially there's one track called Shoulder Touch.
Yours is Shoulder Touch?
Which is essential. Mine is Shoulder Touch. Mine is 100% Shoulder Touch.
Mine is, what is it called? The one where he goes, there's not What Up Danger, where he goes, it goes higher baby with a really cool 1 second, let me figure it out. Hold on, I'll tell you which one it is without giving away. Oh, that
Aftermath is also great. Yes,
the Boogie. It's called The Boogie by Outer Sight, okay? And I can't play it because it will get us
copyright.
But you guys get the gist. And yeah, you're right. Kingpin fight. Kingpin story.
Dude.
Kingpin story.
Kingpin backstory, dude. Oh my god. So beautiful. What a great take on Doc Ock. What a great take on
Doc Ock ka the छोटू details. Her glasses are in the form of an octagon. तुम वीडियो ऐसे देखो यार, मैं नहीं बोलने वाला, पागल हो जाएंगे तुम लोग. वीडियो ऐसे देखो तो पता चल जाएगा as to what a great movie this is. Okay. So D&D,
Dragons,
the movie, Rohan.
The movie, as somebody now very quickly, since we have somehow already been on for 45 minutes without ever once circling to our main point.
Sorry.
We're that podcast now. And I'm here for it.
Hey, I'm all up for it. I'm all,
100%.
League, y'all are part of this, right? League, y'all are watching, y'all are enjoying. Please, we are all part of this, yeah?
Like 100%. So, Dungeons and Dragons, the movie, very entertaining. All right, it is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. If you can potentially wait, you want to wait until it's on television. If you played the game or if you want to, though, please go watch it in the theater because there are a couple of sequences that are great. Like you can tell that this is like a medium to small budget movie in terms of, as action movies go. There aren't that many like insane sequences, but they've done that thing where there's one or two sequences that are genuinely just dope. All right, like there's this one sequence of like, especially when one character takes this thing called wild shape, which is basically when you can turn into an animal.
Yes, and it becomes a bugbear.
And the way they've used an owl bear,
yes, not bugbear.
Owl bear. Among other things, all right, and that sequence is just so creatively and entertainingly done. What's also awesome about it is that it is very much a Dungeons and Dragons. I respect that there's genuine love for the source material and also the way the game is played, all right. Because I've seen a lot of reviews that are like, oh, it's so quippy and it's so this and it's that, and the MCU is that. And I'm like, no, this is the one place because this feels like a session, all right. None of these people are spectacularly good at what they do. They are extremely powerful, but they don't know how to focus it because they're idiots. All right, every single one of them is an idiot, and that is how a D&D session works.
Of course,
it's just five. It's not 5 heroes. It's 5 idiots trying to get to a goal. Who are attempting to be heroes. All right, and that's extremely important. And I feel like this movie really gets that. I think Chris Pine is charming as shit. I think the rest of the cast, including Michelle Rodriguez, is great. I think I'm getting her name wrong, but Sophia Lillis, who plays the Tiefling, she's so good. There's Justice Smith, who plays the sorcerer. He's great. And that guy from Bridgerton, Reggie John Page,
He's
he
very
played-
good. Yeah.
he's damn funny, dude, because he's so extra. He's essentially this thing of like that lawful, true, good
Yeah.
alignment
yeah.
in the chart, all right? And he plays the fuck out of it to the point where the other characters are also like, fuck off, man. Like, just, and he's so good in the way that he does it.
No, I'm
But,
super.
yeah.
This week I didn't have the chance. Like I remember you were discussing, and I'm like, "हाँ मुझे देखना है," but I didn't get the chance to watch it. But this week, like I said, before it gets out of theaters, I'm definitely going to watch it. And everybody, please watch it, because I would say in the Indian market, it's going to last another week, and then it's just going to
Maximum.
go. So this is your week
Maximum.
to definitely watch it and finish it off. And also,
Fantasy Guardians of the Galaxy is a pretty good
yeah, it is exactly
summation
like that.
of what this movie is, actually.
Also, shout out to SK, man. SK seems like the most hardcore D&D fan in the league. You know, he knows everything about it.
He's
he knows
full
his
on.
shit. SK, that's the one, dude. That's SK. Shout out to you, man.
Mario is getting terrible reviews, though. Mario is getting really bad
but
reviews.
it looks so good. There were so
It
many
looks great, but,
details they
yeah.
put in it. Or
Yeah, but it's getting like, so very fun movie, I would say, very quickly, fully enjoy. Whether you watch it in theater, whether you watch it at home. I hope you do watch it, though.
Can
'cause it's
someone
very
watch
fun.
it without D&D knowledge? Yes, you can.
100%. Just
Yes,
go
you
in
can.
enjoying. Just basically, then you're just going in and watching a like fantasy movie parody.
With a bunch
Like,
of
which
silly
also
people doing
just
silly
go
stuff.
enjoy. Yeah, just go enjoy. Like, that's it.
Defo, go check it out. Go check it out. अभी main मुद्दे पे आते हैं. John Wick 4, Rohan Joshi, please give me your opinions, and then I will give you my opinions, and I will just tell you how.
Okay. It is a movie of extremes. There is much to love and much to laugh at. All right. And this is as somebody who, since day one, look, I'm one of those people. All right. Like, I meet franchises on their own terms. All right. It's like I meet the Fast and Furious movies on their own terms since day one. And I'm like an OG John Wick stan. All right. I saw one when it first came out.
Oh, agreed.
And, this, that, and I roll with the world. I roll with the absurdity of this world where there happens to apparently be no police or like rule of law or
Yeah.
any such thing. And I run with all of that. All right. And I run with all of that. And even with that, there were moments in this movie where I was just like, what? Like, just, and other moments I was just like, wow, this is so awesome. Like, the entire first half, I was like enthralled, all right? Like, all of Japan and Donnie Yen and every time Donnie Yen is on screen, right? I'm like, fuck yes. I have no idea. I must have missed, I mean, what I love is the commitment to the character arc of John, right? He fell from a very high roof in the last movie. So now, I mean, we don't talk about it because we're polite, but he talks a little different and slowly. And we're just like, hey, that man fell off a very high roof, all right? And we have to allow for that. Also, like, the thing that
his mind is like if he was a
Yeah.
mobile phone, his mind was John Bricked, you know, like just
literally just John Wick gone. And there's some really, really good like stuff in there. Like somebody's already pointed out that the tracker character was fantastic. I loved everything in Japan. The idea of that sort of history of the other continental.
Oh my god, I'm
that
just
entire
thinking,
this thing.
dude. I'm just
That all of it was spectacular. All of that was great.
bro.
I loved so for me it's this, right? The biggest compliment I can pay this movie is, and I said this to you also last time, I think it is, till date, counting all the Batman movies, the best Gotham movie ever made. Alright? It is the best Gotham movie that has ever been committed to film. There were points in that Berlin nightclub that dude they were talking to where there's points where I'm like, dude, this is basically like Carmine Falcone meets Bruno Mannheim, right? From Superman. Like, I'm like, wow, what is this? Like, just, Hiroyuki Sanada versus Donnie Yen was epic. Every single time Donnie Yen was on screen, I was enthralled because he's just amazing. His character was
But
great.
ho gaya.
I think
He
his
played a blind guy in Rogue One. You don't
no,
want me
no,
to
I
say a
agree. I
blind. I'm
agree.
like, I've done
That
this.
typecasting was hectic, but also, if for nothing, it was 100% worth it for the part where he tells Bill Skarsgård's character to fuck off. Like just fuck off. Like
Theater.
like remember your daughter. Fuck off.
Theater.
Yeah, theater applauding.
Clap, dude. Theater.
Full applause.
Clap.
Okay.
I
Theater
like
full.
in terms of technicalities, okay. In stunt work, though, we are not even going to touch because you
But
know what it's going to
The
be.
one other point about it is there was one scene where all I could think of was, I have been falling for 30 minutes. Right? Because, again, right? It's not a good sign when this happens to your hero and the whole theater starts laughing. Okay? In fact, I believe that somewhere in the multiverse, Keanu Reeves is still falling down that flight. In fact, I believe that the entire universe is powered by a continuous infinite loop of Keanu just
You
constantly falling down that staircase. I don't think he'll ever stop.
You never go full Renuka Shahane. You never go full Renuka Shahane.
Never go
You
full Renuka Shah.
never
You never go full Pooja Didi. Everybody knows this.
You know what I laughed is, okay, these are 200 steps, okay? He gets kicked, he rolls down, there's a landing. It's one of those parts where if you've ever rolled down a hill, right, there is a point where you reach a stagnancy space where the momentum is gone, but you're like, no, I still want to roll. So
I want to roll.
Physically turn.
I want to roll. Yeah.
And this is it, okay?
I want to roll.
He's landed. There is a flat platform. I'm like, you have enough
Yeah.
place to just
You're good.
land.
You're
But
good,
he's
John.
like
John.
turning.
Also, there's and again, all right, that entire God's view shot of that entire sequence with the incendiary
Oh
shells,
my
magnifico,
God.
completely magnifico. Like just too good that was, all right. But then there's other stuff that just becomes hilarious, right? In terms of like my favorite is that conversation where they get Lawrence Fishburne to Paris first, all right. Then Lawrence Fishburne takes him underground in a boat, in a sewer, and the exact conversation is, how close can you get me? And he's like, as close as, and he drops him. And then it still takes John 2 hours to get
Yeah, I mean,
to that place from the boat. At which point I'm like, you really should have just taken an Uber at this point, because that seems like the shittest way to get to a place. That's just objectively. I'm not an expert, all right? When you look up Google Maps on Wikipedia, my name is not in the article. But it is my theory that if you are going to a place which is on top of a hill, underground boat is probably not going to be the closest way to get there.
or I would also like to say that if I had to wait for like maybe till 6 a.m., maybe what I'd do is I'd find one hiding spot and I'd be there, which is close to the church, till 6 and just stay there rather than
Yeah.
just calmly walk around the city in
We've
full
all played Red
public
Dead.
view.
We've all played Red Dead. You get there, and then you hit X to rest for 6 hours. And then you wake up in 6 hours, and it's night. And
Okay.
then you do it.
For all the people who've
And-
not seen John Wick, this is 90% of John Wick. That's
Yes.
it. You're welcome. That's the
That's
movie.
it.
That's the movie.
That's it.
Just him.
That's literally it.
like
That's literally it.
he's going full ashiki. You never go full. But it's just, I'm like, yeah, exactly as Ramit said, he's full tourist. He's walking around. He like, चल Eiffel Tower देखते हैं, चल Champs-Élysées के बीच में झगड़ा. एक तो firstly, I refuse to believe that not a single car stopped. Like Bombay mein hota, there would be 1,000 people standing, there would be people watching. Not a single car. I mean, how much of a rush do you have to be that you've run over people?
It's Paris, dude. It's Paris. They're the
But-
French. They're over it. They're over it.
You've run over people, dude.
C'est Paris. They're over it, my friend. They're over it.
My God.
They're French. We are French.
My
A few bullets do not affect us.
as Aditya said, you know, suits material the same as a Nokia phone. It is exactly
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the Raymond 3350.
I have to say, Arnav, I will just address your super chat in a bit. I just have to say something, okay? Very simply put. John Wick 1 very realistic. Very like, okay, I want to suspend my belief, but I'm enjoying this movie. John Wick 2, fun. Okay, I'm liking this. John Wick 3, थोड़ा ज़्यादा नहीं हो गया, थोड़ा ज़्यादा नहीं. John Wick 4 was just a video game. It was a video game. There was no...
John Wick 4 was John Wick 4 and 5.
It wasn't even that. It's
John Wick 4 was John Wick 4 and 5.
It's just a game, man. It's just a game. Like, for example, if you've ever played... Have you ever played Hitman?
Of course.
Have you played Hitman, the nightclub scene in Hitman, where you have to...
Yeah, of course.
That was... I felt like I was watching Hitman. Everyone's dancing, you're slyly going around, you're shooting people. I mean,
dude, Europeans are over violence, right? They are 100% over the idea.
ये तो झगड़ा होता रहता है यार.
ये होते रहता है. It's done.
MDA में दे दे यार.
Look, man, there have been 2 wars in the world. We were in both. We will not again war. You please do this American shit.
Dude,
I swear.
I just like, I mean, okay, just sorry, I'm just going to pause real quick. Arnav had asked, I just quickly read the super chats before they go away. Arnav has said, anyone watch Shrinking? It's by Bill Lawrence, has Jason Segel and Harrison Ford in his...
I have just started watching.
I'm going to start.
Just started watching.
I'm going to start. And we've got a brand new member in the channel. Hi, Kirk. Thank you for becoming a member mainly, but thank you, Samarpan. Oh my God, Samarpan, wherever you are, buddy, I love you. Okay, you're just good. Remember this. I love you 2 bits. Okay. Thanks a lot, Samarpan. Really appreciate it. I will, you know what? I will talk about membership right at the end. But what was I talking about? And why people are joining and becoming members? I have to tell you about that, dude. The nightclubs, I feel, okay, in terms of lighting, in terms of, you know, I've been watching video essays that John Wick, it's choreography, right? It's violence in choreography.
It's choreography, right? Yeah.
And it's just...
It's blood ballet.
Yeah, it is exactly
That's what
like
it is.
that,
It's blood ballet.
Bro,
it's gun ballet.
The nightclub scene, the choreography with the lights and the rain falling and...
Insane.
I just see, you know why I feel this is a video game? It's like, I feel like Keanu had like a health bar, you know? You know when your health bar, you just eat an apple and your health comes back? It was exactly like that because...
Yeah, 100%.
There is no way a man could logically survive falling down.
Oh, no.
Nightclub? Falling on that van. He fell head first on the van and he just starts walking. He hits the fucking... 4 cars he's rolled down. It's just so... It's the problem with John Wick 4. He's God, and I don't like that.
No fall damage.
Yeah,
no fall damage.
Exactly.
He's fall damage immunity and bullet damage immunity. Like, strong resistance to...
How is it possible that not a single assassin in the world can manage a shot? Not a single assassin. मतलब तेरा cheat level इतना high है कि damage का 0 है, shooting aim का 0 है, health भी 100. Like you're telling me that not even one person can shoot properly? Not even one person?
Okay, it's like you haven't kept up with pop culture in the last 30 years at all. If you had watched a little movie called The Matrix, you would know that Keanu's just really good at dodging bullets.
He is very good
at dodging
bullets, yeah.
He is just good at dodging bullets. Those assassins are very good. The fact that they are almost getting at him. Yeah, what you don't understand is this whole thing is actually the real Matrix sequel.
Yeah.
He went back to live in game and now he just does this for sport.
You know that actually does really make sense because in the Matrix, if everyone else is a bot, maybe this is it. It's a simulation. Everyone else is a bot. That is what it is.
Exactly.
That just, it changes everything, dude. I like SK. Keanu is so nice. The assassins miss on purpose.
Exactly.
So stupid.
Like, hey, George.
He
just whispers you're breathtaking to them before killing them and they offer themselves up to us. Yeah, I'd believe that. I would do that.
Do you think...
I would 100% do that.
Do you think, and we are going into spoiler territory because it's been out for way too long. Do you think he's dead?
No, of course not.
They're going to pull off a Batman, no?
Did you see a body?
No.
Did you see a body?
No, of course not.
Then shut your dirty mouth.
This is...
Because I have physically seen him fall from a roof and land and he still didn't die.
Yeah.
So, I am going to go with the James Bond principle of I didn't see no body,
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah.
happen.
एक bullet छाती में मिल गया, not a big deal. Yeah, I mean, you've survived.
पागल है.
Survived. So, dude,
पागल है.
listen. The whole movie comes, crescendo. Lots of shit happening, running. Everyone's watching. Everyone knows the duel is stupid. But the line when they zoom into Ian McShane and he's like, oh, you magnificent idiot.
Oh, that was beautiful.
He didn't shoot.
That was it. You arrogant.
Turn, eye open.
Yeah. That was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant.
I have never had Bollywood Salman Khan type cheering in a Hollywood movie, dude. Oh my god, it was such a cool thing. I'm very excited for the Continental series where they're going to explore the world. I think it's going to be a really, really nice spin-off. But I don't think John Wick 5 needs to happen. I think ho gaya.
I agree with you, and I will continue to agree with you until they release the trailer for John Wick 5, at which point I will 100% become a fat old white Republican man and argue that every person on earth should have access to an assault rifle at all times.
Dude, isn't it just gun violence? Like John Wick 4 is like it's porn for gun lovers.
Yeah.
It is literally porn for gun lovers. Like it's just
but not for American gun lovers, right? Because none of those scenes happened in a school, so okay. It's not fun. I'm gonna look, man. If Americans are taking the lives of American kids seriously, I'm not required to. Those are the rules. All right. I had a great joke on Reddit yesterday. Do you want to hear it?
Please go for it.
It's amazing. Why do Americans need a gun while fishing?
Why?
So they can get the entire school.
Oh. Okay. Wow.
That one would have killed John Wick also.
Yeah.
That one would have. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's just, look, man, the rules are I will take these kids' lives seriously.
Yeah.
If Americans are still at the stage where they're like, Sandy Hook didn't happen.
कुछ नहीं हुआ.
Sandy Hook didn't happen, then I'm supposed to sit here and dignify this? Fuck off.
कुछ नहीं होता है, bro. कुछ नहीं. Like like you remember in school there was this game called Hops and Bats. They play hops and bats with guns. It's just that they forget that hoops load. Oh, hops, poof. Oh shit! Now I guess I need to find a new person to. I need a new person to play this.
It's anything, like just anything.
All right, this is gonna be 10 minutes of the stream. That's gonna get us demonetized. But it's ठीक है अभी क्या करे अभी.
It's okay.
ठीक है यार अभी जॉन विक के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं तो अभी ठीक है और क्या but it is no.
Look, man, it's just that's the dichotomy of America, right? On the one side you have this, on the other side you have the fact that we enjoy the shit out of it, all right? We have talked about this before, etc. All of this. But this is 4 movies of pure gun porn.
Oh, it is pure gun porn.
The Avengers are still very much movies about, I've said this before, I'll say this again, an American soldier and an arms dealer saving the world. Hey, man, save the universe. This is just a fact. And it's just, this is the weird sort of dichotomy of, like, in fact, if I'm not mistaken, today or like a couple of days ago, Florida has now essentially made it okay for you to carry a concealed weapon without a permit.
Are you serious?
Florida has, yeah, and I'm like, how? What? Like, just what? Like, it's crazy. Like,
आता है I think like your baby's first words are AK-47. You know, like you're like good, that's a good baby.
Yeah,
that's
right?
an American
Like,
baby, you know, like not
like
mama
the SK
papa.
saying the pit viper that John Wick uses in the climax of John Wick 4 went from $2,000 to $7,800.
I started watching.
Can't fact check that, but there we go.
I actually thought that I would get into trouble because what happened was after John Wick, I started watching videos of guns. And I actually was like, oh, I want to shoot a gun, you know, because the pit viper looks sexy. And it just looks.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it looks.
Yeah. No. But that's the thing. But that's what the movie wants you to think. That's what's being served up to you on a platter. You don't have to apologize.
I
you
can
are not
be
at fault here.
a Vic, you know, like I can be a Vic, but
of course. It literally. This is 4 films of this whole thing started over the fact that this man feels entitled to murder half the world because his dog died.
yeah.
All right. everybody involved in the death of his dog was gone a long time ago.
There was no
right?
reason for him to
Like-
murder. This movie was just murder. There was no logic to the murder. It was just like I guess I'm just gonna kill people now. That's
it is just gun followed by bigger gun, followed by bigger
that's
gun, followed by
exactly how
bigger,
it is.
sexier gun, followed by historic gun, hence implying that guns have a heritage and a legacy that must be sort of kept. And this is, and you know what? I'm at that point in my life where I can enjoy the art, separate this stuff from it, and this thing. But also at the same time, let's be real about the fact that it might sound shitty, but I mean, both these things are happening in the same culture at the end of the day. John Wick 4 is coming out and a school shooting is happening, and simultaneously there's a third sort of party that's just putting out theories about the fact that this is not a thing. And that, this was a manufactured proper, and just
if you go down,
it's
like,
a lot. Yeah, you know what? Like, you start thinking about that, and that'll, like,
Alex Jones'
Yeah.
side, you're completely then just lost. You're like, I don't want to get into like that. I'll be honest, right? Like, so these are the two things I wanted to discuss with regards to John Wick. So first things first, there's another fucking phenomenal underrated movie that very few people have seen. Have you seen Nobody with Bob Odenkirk?
Of course I have.
Please watch it.
Of course I have.
I would recommend anybody over here, if you think John Wick is fun, please watch Nobody. It's very similar. It's from the same production house as John Wick, but it's not the same universe. But what a great movie to see. And again, Bob Odenkirk trained for 2 years for that role, and the fight scenes.
That bus scene was intense.
That bus scene. I was again watching a video. They just put out
Too
a
good.
video about how he trained for the role and how they did the bus scene and how they had the props and how they did exact choreography to make it look like a long take. And I think that's also what John Wick 4 did. There were a lot of long takes, a lot of takes that involved, like, you're like, ye to koi bhi kar sakta hai, but choreography is tough. More importantly, a long take with just doing the choreography, the stamina. Oh man, look, Keanu, I will give it to him. Okay, it's like the Pathan. John Wick is Pathan.
Oh yeah.
USA
100%.
Pathan. It's working on Keanu.
100%.
But
100%.
my problem, and this is also as someone in the chat mentioned, I think Kirk can mention, but exactly as what has happened recently, there was a new trailer that came out day before yesterday for a movie called Sisu. Have you seen the Sisu movie trailer?
No, I have not.
Oh my god. Firstly, that trailer is delightfully bonkers. The amount
Okay.
of blood and gore in it is beautiful. But
Nice.
basically, it's the same thing. One man discovers gold, and there are Nazis that stop him. So then he goes on a rampage. It's a one-man killing army type movie. And I feel everybody, please go to as soon as you're done, watch the trailer for Sisu. It is a very, very, very interesting and bonkers movie. But I feel I'm tired of this one-man army shtick. This one-man death squad.
Oh
or
yeah,
this
yeah. One
one
That's become
guy who can
trope now. Like,
do everything that you can't stop him, right? Pathan was also a very one-man army sort of movie, right? And it's
Of
great.
course.
It works in Bollywood also, but I feel it's now, I don't know, I don't know, maybe I'm being dumb. Maybe
except Fast and Furious, which is a one-win army.
I will give you
Familia.
I'll give you clap. I will give you clap. What a great
Familia.
Good one.
Familia. Thanks.
Exactly. Another thing in the same Extraction 2 का trailer तूने देखा?
Yes.
Same.
Yes.
मैं अपना ही फेवरेट हूँ. मैं I can do everything. I don't
मैं-
want
yeah,
anyone.
yeah.
मैं सबको डिफीट करूंगा.
Yeah.
मेरा ये लाइफ है. मैं यही हूँ. मैं
Who called it Extraction and not Soul Thor?
What?
Soul Thor.
Oh, Aaron, that was way. My mind bricked. You bricked my mind with that joke. You properly bricked my mind, dude.
It's past 11. It's so far past my bed.
Yeah. Okay, John Wick thoughts. Any other final thoughts that you have with John Wick? Because I genuinely love the series.
I enjoyed it. So the thing is, it felt like the sort of movie where, and it could have been 20 minutes shorter. Like, it could have been 20 minutes shorter.
Much shorter.
I feel like somewhere, yeah, it could have been thoda idhar udhar. It could have been maybe, I don't know, 2 separate movies. I don't know. Just But overall, I love that all the weakness was very much there. I
Yeah.
love that they sort of really doubled
But no
down.
weakness.
That sort of. Very, 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 all the weakness in terms of I enjoyed that. I always enjoy that they double down on the sort of luridness of the color and the palettes and sort of all
Ooh,
of that, right?
yes.
Very heavily expressionistic,
Yes.
right? In that way, huge sort of fan of those video game dungeon / level like sort of fights and lobby fights. I thought, but yeah, it just felt like it felt like I was at a great buffet, but it felt like I was then forced to take one helping too many by like that annoying relative. And if I'd had this exact same, if I had this exact same meal with like just a little less of it, I would have gone away.
Portion control.
Yeah, a little
basically.
portion control would have been nice, but I'm still glad I ate it. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And the larger sort of debate, notwithstanding, given that I'm not going to take responsibility for everybody's enjoyment of pop culture, I know that I can enjoy and from it. So yeah.
It's as I would like to put it as a very typical Indian thing that my family, very very Indian, a lot of Indian families said, leave your brain at home. You know, it's one of those movies. You just leave your brain at home and watch. Leave it.
Yes,
Let
leave
take
it
care
at
of
home. Yes.
उसको जो खाना है खाने दे, and we will watch and enjoy. That is how it is. That is how it is.
Yes. 100%.
So
I still don't know what he was doing on that horse at the start of the movie or how it connects to anything else, but okay.
He killed the high table.
Okay.
वो उसका उंगली काटा था ना for the high table and they changed the actor. That's why it's like क्या हो रहा है, but basically he like उंगली काटा fuck it मुझे सबका काटूंगा whatever बदला लेगा Faisal type, you know, whatever.
Cool.
It started with violence, it ended with violence. It's like the whole movie was, and that's what I'm saying now, there's no motive. There's no motive.
No.
Bill, as he said, right, Bill Skarsgård's character was so, the Marquis de Gramont was so pointless. It was not needed. It was just unnecessary conflict. The adjugator, very cool character.
Agreed. Very cool.
Very cool character. But apart from that,
cool.
Him like, oh, you know what? You have to meet me at 6 o'clock, but I'm going to unnecessarily delay you. It's just, it's so unnecessary.
Yeah.
The dude with the dog, so unnecessary.
I actually like the dude with the dog because I was like, I saw the dog and I'm like, I know this is going to play out somewhere.
But you
like,
did
in fun,
it.
and I enjoyed.
You've done it. If you can't have rehashed tropes, now you've done it with Halle Berry.
But I like the idea of this guy where he's like, I need you to be a better investment before you die. It's just such a darkly funny thing to me. Where I was like, this guy is only protecting his investment. He's like, no, I'll let you die at another specific time when you're worth more money. I thought that was actually interesting as a character motivation.
Yeah.
I thought that was actually interesting, right? It's not just I am the marquee, this thing we've been given one coin by the high table. This guy's very simple. I have a financial target. If I keep Wick alive for this long, the target goes up, and then I call it in. I get to make more money. I thought, in a way, I'm like, fuck, this is actually genius. Like, this is so dystopian, this motivation. It's great.
I also feel if we are talking about John Wick, I feel the next movie, John Wick 5, will be Dog Wick. A dog that can roam around the streets of Paris and not be hurt by a car. A dog that can jump off cars. A dog that multiple times, that can literally stand in front of a man with a gun and not a single shot.
I would not mind seeing an animated movie about a dog that basically goes,
an assassin.
You killed my John. Because now this happened, right? Because now this happened. So now the whole script flips. And now you basically got crazy dog.
Oh man, like just
yeah, exactly.
I would love it, dude. Dude, that's a great movie, man. I think we should pitch it.
What a great flip on the premise. I think we should pitch it.
We come up with such great ideas on this stream, man. I don't know why.
True.
एक दिन pitch हो जाएगा, dude. एक दिन pitch हो जाएगा.
एक दिन हम होंगे कामयाब.
एक दिन. So yeah, those are all the things that I have, like for SK. What a great idea, dude. Since we were talking about games. A survival horror action game where your henchman being hunted by John Wick and I have to survive each fight with him. Oh,
that would be great.
That's
basically Last of Us 2. That's basically Last of Us 2 John Wick.
Yeah, but whoa, that's a good idea, dude. That is a good idea. Samarpan, great idea. Lots of interesting ideas, guys. Please let us know if you have any ideas for future streams. Again, like we said, Mario's coming up, and there's a lot of stuff that we have to talk about
Yes.
and we have to discuss. I think with regards with John Wick and D&D, I think we've covered everything. There's not much to cover, but if you want us to
I think
talk,
we have.
yeah.
Who called it John Wick and not Gun Honge Kamyab?
Slow clap. Very, very slow clap. Very, very slow clap. That is it. We can't peak. This stream has peaked. Gun Honge
Peak.
Kamyab. I'm gonna change the entire
This
stream
peak.
name to Gun Honge Kamyab, man. This is it.
Please.
It is
Please,
it.
thank you.
It is
Thank you.
it is like there's nothing more
you.
that I can say than that.
Thank
There's
you.
nothing
Thank
more
you.
that I can say. Can you make it a weekly stream? We are trying, honestly. Like we get,
We'll give it our best shot.
yeah. Oh, nice. Before you crack gun jokes, please give a trigger warning, dude. Please. But
Oh!
nice.
my
Very
God.
nice. I see what you did there.
Jokes
I
are
see.
of such high caliber.
This is great, dude. This is what it is. This is exactly this is welcome. This is Binge-O-Clock in a nutshell. Nonsense and really bad jokes back to back, guys. Really bad jokes back to back. But yeah, that's it. These are all. Oh, SK is also adding. Dude, chat league. You guys are killing it. SK,
Killing it.
you are like literally killing it today. Recoil with laughter at every gun
Oh
joke.
my God. Oh.
Clip it. Oh, more in the chamber.
Oh. My God, you guys are just a barrel of laughs. Oh.
Oh, guys, you guys are so good. You guys,
Just
league
fast.
on point. I can't. I just can't.
Too good.
Too good. So yeah, this was been the D&D and this was been the John Wick stream. But yeah, that brings us to the end of today's episode of Binge-O-Clock. Rohan, do you have any announcements to give?
Yes, this Saturday I will be at the Pune Comedy Festival.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna line
it's
up with a
happening
bunch
this
of very
festival.
fun people. Yeah, this festival is happening. Saturday I am on the lineup with a bunch of fun people. Ashish is on, Rahul is on, Viswa is on. I think Sama is on. There's a bunch of people that are on with me on Saturday. So come through. We shall have fun and we shall do comedy.
I will put the link in the. I'm going to definitely
Yeah,
put
tickets
the
are
link.
available on Book My Show. Still, there's 3 days. If you can't come on the 8th, there's also another lineup of really fun comics on the 7th. Another really fun lineup on the 9th. So any one of those days that you can make it, you will watch a bunch of good comics. So
Yeah.
Ajao, that's happening. I think on the 10th. I'm not sure because it has to be confirmed. But I think on the 10th, I am going to be at Leaping Windows.
Oh shit! Wait.
Are you?
I'm at Leaping Windows. Amazing. So yeah, 10th April, right? 30.
Yes.
Very good. Mumbai.
Yes.
I
think that is the plan. Yes.
On the 10th of April, Ron and I both are at Leaping Windows. I'll put the ticket link. If you're in Mumbai, please come watch the show. Watch us live doing utter nonsense that happens. Live Binge-O-Clock is being planned. Again, like I said, we are very close to like the 50th episode. So I think we should try doing something grand.
Oh, really?
5 episodes more. 5
Ooh.
episodes more. So we should definitely try doing something grand for the 50th episode of Binge-O-Clock. So we
Good
will
plan.
definitely be doing something grand because as it comes closer, I'm like, yeah, I need to do something cool. The announcement that I would like to give is that, so basically, I know that I'm not very regular on this channel. We do Binge-O-Clock, but basically there is memberships on this channel. So basically, once you become a member of the channel, you get to pay. You just have to pay a certain fee. There are 4 levels of membership, but obviously, just you can take the most base level membership because as you go higher, you get perks. But I have not put up enough content on this channel for you to reach that perks. I'm going to be very flat out honest. Okay, you can take a higher membership if you want to support me, but basically, every membership supports this channel. The reason why I'm saying take a membership is because I used to do this stream called Unpopular Opinions, and I finally shot a live version of that show. And I am shooting 2 more episodes this month, 1 more episode next month. So there are going to be at least 24 to 30 clips coming out on this channel. A lot of content coming out, and I'm going to try to keep a bit of it members only. So if you're part of the members only chat, there's a lot of perks and privileges that you will get. So yeah, that is the pitch that I have. Sharks, please, I hope you invest in my channel. For the members who are there, Samarpan, Kirk, welcome by the way, and Parjania and everyone else, thank you so much. I truly
Also,
really
have you seen our
appreciate it.
Comic-Con vlog? Have you seen our Comic-Con vlog or not? Like,
Yeah,
have you guys
I mean,
seen the
I
video or
spent
not?
a lot of time editing it, and I feel really bad that not so many people saw it, because I spent
Shame on
I
you.
spent a month editing that. Okay, because I had a
Shame on y'all.
yeah, please watch the Comic-Con vlog. Leave a clip. Okay, like leave a comment in the Comic-Con vlog, and like I said, there's a membership option in the channel. If you can do that, go it. हाँ, Theater of Dreams भीख मांग रहा हो यार, करते हैं यार, यही है मेरा काम. यूट्यूबर का काम भीख ही मांगना होता है यार. No shame at all.
Exactly.
No shame at all, यार. No shame. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching this stream. League, you guys are an absolutely fantastic audience. Thank you so much for watching this, and we shall see you very, very soon with another episode of Binge-O-Clock. Till next time, to everybody who chatted and super chatted, appreciate it. Till next time, bye bye.
Good night.
Oh!